What is poppin', trenchers? So we're back. We have done today. We've done Now or Never, Into the Storm. Ancient History is up next. If you're coming over from the other videos, then you know that I've had a hard time sticking to the format that I want to. I'm really gonna try. I promise. I'm really gonna try this time. We're gonna try to listen to the song the whole way through without pausing. I'm gonna try to take notes on the things that really catch my ear that I want to mention. And then after I've listened to the song, I'll come back and readdress and go over those. So that's how we're going to try to do it. However, for the last two songs, that's not how it's worked. The videos have ended up being, in the neighborhood of 20 plus minutes for 3 and 4 minute songs. So let's see how long a video we can get out of a song that's less than 3 minutes. Hopefully this time it won't be so long. So let's jump in. Ancient History.
Oh, 19 and stupid.
Ooh.
Back in the day, outside the cellar on West Broadway. Was full of myself, who knows what I said, but you and I became collided. We went together like fire and rain, a force of nature we can never contain. Some days were perfect, some days were obscene, and round we ran between. We didn't know time was running out, but that don't matter now. We were meant to be forever in ancient history. Had to move away, 'cause some things never change. As for you and me, there's always ancient history.
I like this. I like this a lot. Oh! Saxophone!
Whoever we are now is never without our history.
Saxophone mentioned!
A few years later, saw you one night. Somehow Toronto, it fits you right.
This is just fun. This is so good.
And we've both grown, but where we came from stays the same though. Time was running out.
Yeah!
Don't matter now. We were meant to be forever in ancient history. Had to move away.
God, I love this arrangement.
Things never change. As for you and me,
So
there's
good.
always ancient history. History. Who we are now. Who we are now.
I love the sax.
It's never without our history. I'm glad to be part of your history.
Sax solo!
Who we are now. Who we are now.
Oh my god, I love it.
Well, it's always in the history. Oh.
Okay, so that's definitely a soprano sax, which is awesome. I've always wanted to try my hand at playing a soprano sax, but have never had the chance because they are more uncommon saxophone that most universities don't have access to, and they are also very, very expensive if you want a half-decent one. Things I wanted to mention. So, intro synth sound. What did I mean by that? So what I'm noticing about a lot of the synthesizer sounds on this album is that they're not very complicated. Let me see if I can try to recreate this real quick. So I'm hearing a triangle wave and maybe a square with an edge toward the triangle. Maybe it's just triangles. Or maybe it's a triangle and like one of these. the filter down a little bit. And then, yeah. And then we do a little bit of spread on these. Maybe... And then maybe a little bit of drift. And that's pretty close. And that took me, what, less than 5 minutes? Way less than 5 minutes. And that's not that complicated. I'm getting a little bit more of an edge, actually, so maybe that's more of a saw. Maybe not quite that much of a saw. Maybe a little bit less. Maybe a little bit more. And then I'm hearing like a little bit of a waver. Maybe one of those is detuned a little bit. So let's detune one of those a little bit. There it is. And that's like... That's the gist of what that patch is meant to sound like. I think that's actually like really close. Let me hear it again. That's real close. That's real close. So, I'm noticing a lot of the synth sounds on this album are not that complex. Not that complex. You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. They're really not, though. And that's really cool to me. So once more, we have this super short, boxy reverb on the vocal. And maybe I'm noticing on this, the reverb is actually panned. No, it's not. I'm stupid. We went together like fire and rain. A force of nature we can never contain. Some days were perfect, some days were obscene. And round we ran between we didn't know. So you hear that transition between pitches in Didn't Know? This is that specific 3 words. Those 3 words. 2 words. One's a contraction. Didn't know. Are heavily auto-tuned. So auto-tune has this function called, and I'm forgetting the name of the function now. It's essentially correction percentage. And the higher that parameter is set, the more digital and like the T-Pain sound, if anybody knows what that is. The more T-Pain it sounds. So if you listen to that Didn't Know, listen to the transition between like didn't know. Wait, what are the notes there? Yeah, it's like the end of didn't, so the like NT on didn't into know. Didn't know. That little lilt there is super snapped to a pitch grid if you listen to it. That's super auto-tuned. The last note that I have to go over here, and I'm doing well on time. I'm doing well on time, so I'm gonna try not to take too long on this one. The last note that I have to go over is about the arrangement of the chorus, the rhythmic, the way the rhythms are written. This is without a doubt one of those production references back to another one of their songs. And if I can think of what it is, I will find it. Give me a second.
What's right now? But that don't matter now. We were meant to be forever in ancient history.
Well, it's not on Phantoms. Would it be on a story? It might be. It might have been on a story, the one I'm thinking of. Yesterday.
I guess we're even now. Baby, why you leaving now? You should see me now.
So those rhythms.
Time was right. Time was right now. But that don't matter now. We were meant to be forever.
This is just like an updated version of Yesterday, and it's so good. It's so good. Okay, so that was my coverage of Ancient History by Marianas Trench, or Marianas Trench. I don't know how it's supposed to be pronounced. I'm sure people will tell me in the comments. But if you're enjoying this album series of reactions, then please do drop a like and subscribe. That would mean the world to me. It would really help grow the channel. And if you're coming from the last couple of videos, then I have no doubt that you'll be going right on ahead to the Stand and Fight reaction. So I will see you there. Bye-bye.